The date, the 8th of December, 2024. The place, Twitter. Pirate Nation, known in the streets to ask the beautiful question that causes a crisis of faith. Is this what gamers want? Melonie Mac, known in the streets to weigh less than a stick of butter. But still, I don't know, maybe it's her crazy eyes, but there's something about her.
Not me. I like attractive characters, but I don't want to play something with naked butts, boobs, or bulge up in my face. I feel like a total loser playing something like that.
Cursed, coming in looking like a healthcare CEO. You played Stellar Blade though. It had protruding nipples, underside boobs, also exaggerated jiggle physics. Is it SB those types of games too? Why is this now suddenly not okay?
I played part of it, and I felt it was a bit overrated and didn't beat it. I don't mind most of the costumes though. She doesn't actually act slutty in the game from what I've seen. But again, I didn't play any more of it. As a whole, I think her character design is cute.
But if you stick your camera view under Eve's skirt, on her going up and down the stairs, now it's a Comer game. Which is exactly what the makers of that vid did, effectively obscuring the rest of the game. It's not a Comer game cause I didn't finish it. Isn't an argument though.
Some people are pervs and they play the game that way. If the games weren't specifically designed for perv reasons, I have no problem with them. I can't control what other people do nor want to. I think you're getting defensive saying I'm against this first Descendant game when I already explained to you. That is not necessarily true. I'm indifferent. I was simply responding to a video of a butt shaking in a thong and saying that's not what I want in games.
Also, dancing in a thong is slutty behavior. It's the kind of extremism I've only recently seen from the Sharia law.
Almost everyone except some woke people would consider someone in public dancing in a thong to be slutty. What planet do you live on? Attractive characters don't have to emulate strippers. We can want attractive characters without wanting them to act slutty. I don't know why this is such a controversial take.
Andro96, coming in looking like Steve Belushi from Reservoir Dogs.
Because controlling or regulating what game developers create is censorship, and that is wrong. Who said I wanted to control anything? I simply said I don't like slutty characters. Am I not allowed to have an opinion now?
You went out of your way to call others coomers and perverts for having opinions as well. Why is it okay for Automata, Bayonetta, and Stellar Blade to have sex appeal? Both F2P Korea Gacha game, now it's too much? Dread Roberts, known in the streets as Rachel Maddow's stunt double, probably wears a turtleneck to the beach.
Any person with a modicum of decency would say no, this is not where the future of gaming should be headed. The constant promotion of half-naked women as the greener side of gaming is getting ridiculous, and I'm beginning to think that these people who say they want to save gaming don't actually want to save it. So many claim to care about morals and the future generations and not giving an inch of progress to devs who push woke ideology or whatever else. But then they'll turn around and tell you young men and women to support titles that throw this stuff in your face. Most of what I've seen for months now from these accounts are butt cheeks and cleavage. Seriously, how is this making games better? All we're doing is pushing normies in the same direction but on a parallel track. People may argue, we just want to push back on the ugly woman agenda, just trying to make a point to the lefty weirdos. Okay, So where do we draw the line then? Because there doesn't appear to be one.
I agree with this take. I've been fighting with y'all against the woke mob turning female characters into troons. And I like characters to look attractive. But I don't want to be lumped in with these pushing for practically softcore porn and character design. That's degenerate. Curvy female characters like classic Lara Croft, great. But curvy characters almost completely naked doing stripper dances? No thanks. Muscular male characters? Awesome. But these mods with Leon Kennedy and a jockstrap? Degenerate. No thanks. We want characters to look good without advocating for porn.
Smash JT, known in the streets as a little snitch, always tweeting at the managers trying to get people fired.
When you're becoming exactly what you're fighting against, you are no better than those you are trying to stop.
Smash, who was apparently a married man with children of his own, seems to think that another married man with children of his own setting boundaries and having morals/values is becoming exactly what you're fighting against. Hilarious. I've been fighting against DEI relentlessly, and I was one of the very first people to defend him when Mercante was going after his wife. Oh well, lesson learned.
Skull face.
Incredible how my call for not taking things too extreme just to own the other side has shaken people to the core so hard that their brains have snapped in two. It's hard to believe, really.
Weird take, but whatever. IMHO, gaming is not about morals and setting boundaries. It's about escapism and enjoyment. If a game comes out and it isn't for you, don't support it. That's your right as a consumer. What you are doing here and this stance is purposely antagonizing people, fighting against censorship for a reaction. I will always call for less regulation in artistic space, not more. Telling developers how they should be able to make a game and how they shouldn't makes you no better than the challenges we are facing right now.
Grummz, known in the streets as the original grifter. Rather hang around with your little brother than your full-grown sister. I think being puritanical on both ends of the political spectrum doesn't help our population problem. We should let young men be young men. This isn't porn. This is not a replacement for real relationships, but it does make young men want a real relationship because the opposite is to tell them that it's wrong to feel this way, and that leads to even worse problems. Jay, a good boy.
Yes, but now you spurred up all of your followers to attack him, and subsequently Melonie. Now do you see the issue I'm having?
This is bullshit. I'm friends with both of them and support their work. Roberts had an opinion, I had a counter opinion. It was a very tame tweet. We can have different opinions on some topics, and only morons think we must agree on every point altogether. But when the rubber hits the road, we pull together and we win. We've been winning. Some black-pilled motherfuckers want to tear everything down because of this one topic we disagree. And we have a civil exchange of ideas? Stop with this divisive bullshit. The left wins because they band together instead of posts like this that try to stir up drama where there is none. Get the fuck out of my feet with this BS. Pull it together, team. They're using this to try to confuse, disrupt, and defeat you from taking gaming back. Stop this petty infighting and focus on the goal. Everybody fights, nobody quits.
McDizzle Gaming. Is Grummz saying he thinks it's important to try to make young men horny over video game women? And it'll make them want a real relationship? I don't see the correlation. Maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Yes, he wants to make young boys horny. That's why he's known in the streets as Grummz.